Hi, everybody. How is everybody today? I'm back in much better spirits, much better mindset, and I got some clarification on what I updated you guys on yesterday, but also I have some advice for people that think that they have a case, because around what the legal news that we got last week, a week ago today, that came through the Supreme Court. So first, let me just say hello to everyone, give everyone a minute to hop on. Hey, Anna, how are you, sweetheart? How are you feeling with everything going on? I think it's a little bit earlier than I came on. Hey, Joe. It's a little earlier than when I came on yesterday. So I don't know if it's a better time or if it's a worse time, but we're doing good with the, we were doing well with the afternoon people coming on. So you're doing okay. Oh, honey, give me a call at some point this week and we can catch up and you can let me know what's going on. So anyway, okay, I'm going to keep this on the briefer side. First of all, it's been a week since we got the news of the case that came through the Supreme Court that basically allows, I know, I am so corporate today, right? I had a meeting. Thank you. Oh, thank you. That allows Adam to hopefully get resentenced. It has been a week of, oh, hey, Heather, an emotional roller coaster. So there was like disbelief, there was excitement, there was fear that someone was going to ruin this for us, and it just kind of went back and forth, back and forth. So yesterday I came in and I updated that a case came through the Supreme Court that I thought maybe could block this from happening. So I asked Adam for clarification overnight. I got his email this morning, and it's better than I thought. Hey, mama. Basically, what he said to me is we are in no worse position than we were when we got this news. What this can do, it's not a case that has to go through oral arguments and then we have to wait for a decision. That's why I was bummed. I thought this new one, specifically 4924C, was going to be pushed to next session. We would have to wait until October. Then we would have to wait for oral arguments. Then we would have to wait for a decision like we did with DiMaia. That is not the case. What it is basically, and I kind of like hesitated if I should explain all this because I feel like I'm confusing people because I don't know it enough to understand it, and I will get to a point in a second. I started, so I might as well finish. So this case was an appeal that went to a district court. The district court approved, sided with the person who was appealing. The government came in and appealed that decision to the Supreme Court and wanted the Supreme Court to say if they agreed or disagreed. So if the Supreme Court comes back and drops it back down to the district and says it's on you guys, that's what the government asked for. The government came back and said, so can you just kick all these 924Cs back to the districts and let each district decide versus you guys giving a blanket of approval from DiMaia, which technically should happen. But we're in no worse of a position than we were in before because the decision is up to the district regardless. If the decision is in favor of the appeal against the government in favor of DiMaia, then all it's going to do is help us. All it's going to do is just make this go faster. So it's nothing bad. What I thought yesterday, what I thought over the weekend, when I was kind of bummed, down and out, almost depressed about it, it's not the case. All this could do is potentially speed this up and make it go faster if it's favorable for us. But if it's unfavorable, it's still unfavorable. It's just pushing it back to the district, right? To the district court, back to the region. Not the region, back to the district, and it's where we were sitting regardless. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, just know that, hey Brittany, hey Kelly, just know that it's all good. It's all good. I'm worried about nothing. Go figure, Miss Anxiety over here worrying about nothing. Story of my life. Anyway, so I've been getting lots of messages from people who have Johnson cases, who have armed career criminal cases, and also majority are 924C cases, because that's what Adam has. You might have a case. I don't know. I'm not an attorney. Clearly, by my explanation, can never say that word on video. Clearly, by me explaining all of this on my past few videos, me misunderstanding a lot of stuff, and then freaking out unnecessarily. So my advice to you is you probably do have some sort of stake in the game. I don't know your case specifically. Even if I did know your case specifically, I don't know how to help you. Call your attorney. If you don't have an attorney anymore, if it's been years, call your district. Call the public defender's office in the district that you're in. If you don't know what district you're in, ask your inmate. If he doesn't know what district you're in, just Google the city that his case is out of. So Adams is out of Philadelphia. So I would just Google what district is Philadelphia in a federal case. Something along those lines. Somebody could tell you. Just Google it. Ask him. He should know. He 100% should know, and it should be on his paperwork. So if you don't have access to his paperwork, he will have access to his paperwork. But yes, if you feel like you have a case, please contact your attorney. Please contact the district. Please discuss it with him. Inmate.com, you guys know how that goes. Rumors fly. They probably all have, I mean, I've seen this happen so many times over and over again. They have them like walking out the door before there's any actual ground to stand on. And so that's why I was so scared to emotionally invest in this one. That's why I felt the first couple of days on my updates a couple of days ago, I felt like I was keeping it at arm's length. I felt like it was happening to somebody, not me. I wouldn't allow it to happen to me. And I'm still like, maybe like a couple centimeters into that, but I'm way far outside of that because Adam's like, if there's something to be excited about, I'm going to tell you. And if there's something that if there's something that we need to worry about and get stressed about, I will tell you. This is something to get excited about. Call your attorney and find out for yourself if it's something that you should get excited about, something that you should pursue. It probably is if you have 924C, if you have ACCA, or if you have, a 16B, definitely call your attorney, please. That's DiMaia, like, yes. And if you don't know if you have any of those, you probably don't. These are all federal statutes I'm referring to. So if your husband is in or your loved one is in state prison, this is not going to help you yet at all. Talk to your attorney if you think otherwise. But if it's federal and you don't know if you are charged under one of those statutes, ask him. If there was no gun involved, it was not a 924C. Okay? But bottom line, today's main takeaway, if you think you have something here, talk to him and talk to your attorney. And if you don't have an attorney, talk to the federal public defender's office in your district. All I can tell you, I'm sorry. Don't email me and ask me if you have a case, because I'm going to tell you the same thing. You might talk to your attorney. If you have a 924C, it might actually boil down to which way they charged it and the way that it was worded in your specific case. I don't understand more than that to explain it to you guys. I don't even understand it in Adam's case. All I know is he knows this like the back of his hand. One of us does, so we're good. Okay, moving on. So I had a conversation with a very trusted friend and mentor yesterday, and I was filling her in on what was going on with Adam's case. And she said back to me words that I want to pass along to you guys as today's lesson. She said, keep the faith. She said, keep believing. She said, hold on to hope. She works in this industry, in the prison reform, advocacy movement in our niche. And she said to me, I have seen a lot of miraculous things happen recently. Things that would blow your mind. Things that are parallel to Adam getting his golden ticket and walking out the door. Sweetie, keep the faith. That's what I want to pass along to you guys. That's the message for you guys in this whole past week. Although the emotions have been all over the place, you can understand it when it's your turn and you're going through it. You will feel the exact same way, and I will be here to talk you off the ledge. But just trust and believe that things are working out exactly how they should be. And if you can't see the bigger picture right now, I am telling you, I was there. From 2000 to 2011, we had nothing. Appeal was denied, appeal was denied, appeal was denied. 2011, something came in, was shot down. In the moment, it felt hopeless, but there was always a glimmer of hope. It wasn't working out the way that I wanted it to. Here's an example that my girlfriend gave me the other day. She goes, Ro, oh my God, do you realize that if Adam was awarded clemency And they came back and said, yes, you have clemency, but you would have to take a 30-year sentence. Because clemency doesn't necessarily mean that they just walk out the door and everything is erased. What President Obama did back when he was approving all those clemencies was he was resentencing, basically, people. He was giving them, some of them less than sentenced. Some of them were getting out in 6 months. Some of them were life knocked down to 30 years, which is amazing. Phone always rings when I'm doing these videos. But 30 years for Adam would still be 10 years from now. He would have had to make the decision if he was going to accept that or try something else. But that was our one glimmer. She goes, what if he had 30 years and accepted that, and then Damiah came through and it could get him out like right away? What if there was like, that's the miracle in all of this. Just because there's no, you have tunnel vision and things aren't working out the way that you want them to, give up that control and just believe that it'll happen the way that it's meant to happen. I'm going to cut this short. I made my point. That's going to be really annoying for you guys to listen to over my voice. So you guys keep staying strong, keep loving strong, keep supporting one another through this journey, because you're one day closer to it all being over. And yes, ma'am, I am too. And just remember to keep the faith. Let go of the outcome. Let go of the why. If something happens and you get pushed back a little bit, my closest example is my dear friend Gigi, whose husband is on death row. There was something that went through some sort of congressional meeting in the state that she lives in, and it kind of seems like she was knocked down a little bit. Been there, done that. I totally understand how painful that is, but that doesn't mean it's over. That means the fight's just beginning. The fight starts with the word no. Just remember that. I will see you guys in the next video.